Leadership. Where are you going? What? Yeah, I'll come with you now. Right. Haha, I'm only kidding. No, I need to do this video, so I'm going to pull in tight and give you 6 differences between good and great leadership. Because if you want to be a great leader, you have to learn when others are better at certain things than you are. I know, you're a leader, so maybe you should allow others to be themselves. Because leadership can be taught, but that doesn't mean you'll be a great leader once you initially learn everything you think that there is to know. Your thoughts dictate the leader you will be. To be a good or even a great leader is to realize that even when you learn everything that there are out there or is to know, there's always other people who will know more about it than you, and they'll have more expertise in that specific area as well. And in many instances, it is best to follow that person, to take the temporary leadership. Give them the leadership, let them go. Let them lead the people under your responsibility so that they will become better as a result of this. Think about it, it's beneficial. In doing so, good leaders can observe and begin to understand how they can work on improving their leadership capabilities, not just now, but also well into the future as well. So here are a few areas that can be delegated or even indeed outsourced to other experts. And by doing this, by outsourcing it can help to develop the employees that you have and team members of an organization or business or just about any group. First one, believe it or not, is empathy. It's not something that you thought I would say, but there's a huge lack of empathy in many organizations these days. Because empathy is about seeing things from another person's point of view. Think about it. Many people feel that when the competition is concerned, that this is not a high value ability, this whole empathy thing. But without true and utter empathy, good management does not actually exist. Knowing how to empathize properly allows many people, even unknown to the boss, to develop a deeper respect for the leader. Once respect is shown both ways, closer relationships can benefit leaders. Hope you're seeing this. Let's look at relationship building now. Although a leader may be the boss, it does not mean they know everything about human relationships. I've been there and I know that. However, there are many experts available who specialize in this specific area of leadership development. So investing in a company's time and money in these types of professionals can be very, very beneficial. Not just now, but also in the long run too, as it allows for expert feedback that is totally transparently objective about all individual team members. As there are so many different specific relationships between employees and team members, a good relationship expert will be able to use strategies, modalities and methodologies. And for one example, role modeling to improve internal team relations. And then by diagnosing relationship issues within these teams, groups or organizations, managers or people in charge can decide on the most productive thing to do so that they can improve these problems for all in the future. Now let's look at another thing called team building, especially team building exercises. Many modern leaders believe in building a solid team around them by fostering the feelings of having, well, just great teamwork. They often invest time and even money and energy into professional team building exercises. I've done it myself, and they do this so that their team members can feel more part of the corporation. Because sometimes that corporation work can be a bit far out. Managers often outsource these exercises to experts who are professional consultants. And what they do is that they concentrate on building and sustaining teamwork within organizations. Now, an expert like this will know that getting the members to fully participate in the exercises, and I laugh because I know what this is like, they'll know that this will maximize their chances of increasing the team rapport, and it can also be very fun as well. When good team rapport is established, then mature leaders are more confident that their employees will work better for their leader longer, not just now, but into the future as well. Let's look at how to conduct a meeting. Meetings, eh? Meetings can be the most beneficial way of discussing an issue, but they can also be a giant waste of time. It all depends on how the meetings are led. Now, a specific set of skills are required to successfully run meetings. And it's really important not to just think you have those skills. First off, timekeeping. And timekeeping in a meeting. Timekeeping with the communication involves knowing when the speaker is delegated to, and the decision making are done so that some of the various skills are required by not just good leaders, various skills like this, but timekeeping is done by the leader of the meeting, and they must know how to give it to various speakers, not just the leader themselves, but all that are at the meeting. And they make sure that the time allocated to each specific speaker is correct and adds up to have the time of the meeting done by the promised allotted time. Otherwise, listeners in the meeting get frustrated, they lose attention, and from that, essentially, it's a waste of time and good thinking time for ideas and innovation. Let's look at another thing called active listening. I hear you say. People often forget that a really great leader needs to listen as well as to speak. Because by listening attentively and with intent, a leader is showing basic respect to an employee. Now, that's easier said than done. However, not every leader is a good listener. So learning is required, and learning to listen and practice active listening gives many advantages to a leader. Let's look at creativity now. We all need to be creative to get the money in. And quite often, creative juices can stop flowing within an organization. And this can then limit productivity. And productivity needs good, constructive thinking. People's work practices can become stale and stagnant. And as a result, creativity can be hampered. By lacking creative ideas, innovation is completely limited, if it occurs at all. Without innovation, it is too difficult to continue to compete at the highest level of business or in any way you're competing. Now, by investing in igniting more creativity within a workplace, a sense of freshness and eagerness. There are many, many other areas too. And by leaders who are open-minded to choose to admit that they too need help in their role, they are giving people the message that they are not perfect, because nobody is, and that other people may know more than they do themselves. As a result, for being a great leader, you will get rewarded by the happiness of your staff. And the ongoing demands of daily decisions that a person has to make will be strengthened by looking at the greatness in other people. So for a leader to admit to themselves that they too do not know everything, they are doing themselves a favour, they're doing their company a favour, their team a favour, and they're keeping an open mind on future decisions by being like this. They're also seeing things from another person's point of view. So, we've got something to take from this video. If you have, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have a wonderful day.